As today we dive into Mike's thoughts here, David Bakhtiari, offensive lineman for the Green Bay Packers, says, and I quote, "We are in a rebuild mode. It would be disrespectful to say if we're not after losing a Hall of Fame quarterback." David Bakhtiari has basically been on the stance ever since Aaron Rodgers trade rumors have been surfacing back in like March, right? He's saying, hey, we're in a rebuild mode. We're in a rebuild mode. We are in a rebuild mode. So I got to thinking here, if you're really in a rebuild mode, David Bakhtiari, why are you still at Green Bay Packers? Why did you not get traded and shipped off the shit? You have not been healthy in 3 or 4 years, right? You are 31 years old. Granted, that is not old as an NFL lineman, but it's older. And you are eating up a huge chunk of the salary cap. So when I got to dive deep into the Green Bay Packers roster, yes, they are a very, very young team. The wide receiver core as a whole, the oldest player is 24 years old, and that's Christian Watson. They still have Romeo Doubs. They have Jalen Reed, right? Very, very good guys. Luke Musgrave as a tight end is going to be huge for them. Still have a pretty good defense. Preston Smith, TJ Walker, Kenny Clark, Quay Walker, Rashad Gray, right? Jair Alexander. Very, very good defense still. Pretty good offense. Really the only thing that's, quote, rebuilding right now, David Bakhtiari, is Jordan Love. And yes, it is going to be a big transition to transfer from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. It was a big transfer from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. But to say the Packers are in a rebuild mode, guys, this is kind of an asinine comment at the end of the day. I'm just going to be flat out honest. I think it is dumb that you think it is a rebuild. Because you basically have the same team that you had last year, minus Lazard, minus Randall Cobb, minus Aaron Rodgers, right? Aaron Rodgers that hasn't been doing a whole much for you the last couple of seasons anyways. Allen Lazard he's a good receiver, but Christian Watson is better, right? Randall Cobb, good receiver when he was, healthy all the time, but I'd rather have a Romeo Doubs, right? Mercedes Lewis, 44-year-old man himself. Luke Musgrave is a great addition. So stop all with this rebuild crap, because the Green Bay Packers, guys, they're going to be a pretty good team this season. Sleep on them all you want, but let's look at their schedule. Week 1, they travel to Chicago. That's a dub. Week 2, travel to Atlanta. That's a dub. Week 3 at home versus the New Orleans Saints. That's a dub. Thursday night at home versus Detroit Lions. That is a dub. They could easily start the season 4-0. Then on Monday night, they do travel to Las Vegas. That could be a loss. We'll give them that one. Going into bye week here, they got Denver, Minnesota, and the Rams coming up. Let's say they split that 1 and 2 losses to the let's say the Vikings and the Rams. Okay, you're still pretty good. Then you have the Lions against and the Chiefs, and then this is how you end the season. New York Giants, dub. Monday Night Football game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, dub. Carolina, dub. Minnesota Vikings, going to beat them at least once this season, whether it's early in the season or late in the season, and you're going to sweep the Chicago Bears. That's 10 wins. Chicago twice, Falcons, Saints. You're going to split with the Lions, going to split with the Vikings, going to beat the Rams. You're going to beat the Giants. You're going to beat the Bucs. You're going to beat Carolina. That's 10 wins, guys. 10 wins for the Green Bay Packers. This is not a rebuild mode. This is just a retool mode. This is I went from a Craftsman wrench to a Ryobi wrench. That's all it is. That's all it is. Face it. They're going to be just fine at the end of the day.